Elements 2.0 from 2002, and it took me maybe 20 minutes to do it. Basically, all I did was I created a blank canvas, 2,000 pixels wide, 1,400 pixels tall, 300 DPI, cropped 3 photos to 500 pixels wide by 800 pixels tall, dropped them in. Elements even has a thing where it'll add the fancy border and the drop shadow, and then I just added the text. And I used the, had it show the grid so I can line everything up. Nice.
Nice.
This one's mine. I used, I have my old Lightroom version, I think that, but I just made 2 digital copies of the original one and then just used the crop tool to make the 3 different things in there. And I used Microsoft Publisher and dragged them into each individual into there and then saved it as a JPEG. But I just found out that Microsoft is dumping Publisher now in a few months, so I'll find a different way to do this. It's Bryce Canyon.
Interesting.
It's mine. I'm taking a creative photography class this year, and each month is different. This month is painterly, so that is some flowers I got in a bouquet. That is multiple exposure,
That's cool.
and then I broke it down.
Yeah. I like it.
Have it on the tripod for just blending?
What was that, sorry?
Like, were they all sharp pictures and you blended them?
No, I just did multiple exposure in camera. So it's about 5 images of one flower.
Were you moving around, or was the wind blowing, or?
I was moving around.
She was tilting.
It's really pretty.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That one was when we was at Lake Michigan. What was that one called?
Granite.
Is it Manistee?
I'm sorry, I don't remember which one it is.
It could be Misty.
Yeah.
Makes a
No,
big
it's
There's
not.
a couple on Lake Michigan that look just like that, so.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that on all.
I think this is Manistee.
Just kinda,
That perspective where we're at. so.
pretty odd, I guess.
It is.
That is though.
No, that one's mine, that's up at, Promenade Falls.
Yep.
Over to the other side of the island now with that little bridge across.
Yeah, I've been over there, but this is still on the main side,
Okay.
looking over toward the island. This is one of my favorite. I can't tell you how many photos I've taken of them over the
Really?
years, but
You've got thousands.
that's one of my favorites, only because I like that waterfall in the background.
Yeah.
See how it curves around.
Guess we're reading mine.
That's cool. Is that yours, Laura? Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, break my neck now.
Used to be able to roller skate.
Huh?
Used to be able to roller skate.
I
didn't
used to
you?
be able to dance on skates
Fourscore,
a little
Junior.
bit, but I'd
Oh,
break
yeah.
my bones now. Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very nice. Angry.
Cool.
You know, like-
I took the background from one of those and blew it up and then darkened it to make the background for everything behind the bird.
Yeah,
And just
Well
kinda-
done.
yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like that. Oh, that's
Ooh.
interesting.
I like that.
I like it.
Very nice.
Who's in that?
It's Sonia's.
I was just
I
gonna say,
knew
that's
that.
Sonia's.
I knew that as soon as I looked at it.
Yep, so did I. I'm like,
The queen
no
is
guessing
still
on
alive.
that one.
Can I
Yeah.
say for the record, I think
Well,
Sonia
that's her
is
signature.
getting close to losing her amateur
is.
status.
Getting close.
Right?
I think you're a bit behind the times, my friend.
It was a lot of fun to work with because I took pieces of the actual flowers and then used them as the frame. You see the repetition.
Yes, yes. It's cool.
It's nice.
Really,
Yeah,
does
beautiful.
it look three-dimensional?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Is that yours, Terry?
That's mine, yeah.
Nice.
It's,
It's,
Brown County,
Brown
Indiana,
County.
the TC Steel Estate.
Brown County. It's the
Nice
TC
color.
Brown
It's
County.
nice how the two trees on the
TC
sides
steel
frame it
estate.
too.
Actually,
Yeah.
TC Steel painted that.
Oh,
They have places on his estate
Great
where you
place
can
to go.
go
We
and
used to
you can
live down
frame
in
up a
that
photo
vicinity.
that looks like his
It's
painting.
in,
And that was one of his paintings.
Actually,
Well, I mean, that's,
Indiana,
no, that's not a
Indiana,
picture of
it's
his,
right
that,
off of
he
65.
painted that, but I took a picture of it in the same frame
Okay.
that he used.
It's a really neat.
Could have used that as
place.
the background.
The Brown
You take
County
a
State
picture of
Park
the picture,
is
you could use that as the
the
background.
largest one.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
take
it
a
has
picture of the picture, I took a
16,000
picture of
acres.
what he painted.
It's actually very cool. It's beautiful.
A few years later.
Fall time.
Many
Well, that's what,
It's nice.
My loose definition of nature.
yeah, they used to, up there and.
Nature wreaking havoc.
I guess you should have saved it for leading lines.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, definitely.
Kind of pull out in his yard. he
From
could
the
go
right.
back
Yep.
That's cool.
Maybe
Look at
it's
your
all-
wall.
Yeah.
They call it haystack.
Oh.
What's the name of that park?
Different panels in there. Flower pot holder. Outside that window. Are we identifying?
You guys
that
wanna
with the
That
tell a
photographer?
little bit about
That
it?
was in, Oregon.
Oregon?
Beautiful.
The
Yeah.
starfish?
Was that underwater?
No, it's at,
At one point,
low tide,
Okay.
when the tide goes out.
Was it, did you have to be fast about it? Was it on the move or trying to?
No, they were just kinda hanging out there. Just purple ones and orange ones and.
So they just feed off the algae.
Is that the tide pools at Cannon Beach?
Is yours-
Yeah, that's what it is, tide pools at Cannon Beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's pretty.
Great Smoky Mountain was taken from
And you can see how the smoky stuff they're
Clayman's
making.
Dome.
Oh, I'm not walking by.
That's actually across the parking lot from Clayman's Dome.
We
Nice.
didn't go up to we didn't go up to the tower, we were too old to do that.
I couldn't go up the tower, no.
I did it once, I consider it accomplished.
Sarah took the
Yeah.
bus drops out.
Yeah, Terry and I did it when we were younger.
Well, I was, I think that's how I do that.
That's over at Culver's, right?
Yeah.
That was at Cascades.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting.
Is that a cactus?
That's from the field trip, it's like the outside of a cactus that kind of
Yeah.
fallen on the ground,
Nice.
so it's like a shell.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, it's taken on the Kalamazoo River there on Parsons Road, not too far from where Terry and I live. They were out there, it was in the spring. And it was, actually, I've got another photo, there was about 3 doe with all of their fawns. And this is one of them that I took, as a little fawn kind of chasing after mama. And they didn't even try to run or anything, I was there taking photos and they just seemed to be okay with it. So I took advantage of it.
The beautiful reflection.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful reflection.
Yeah.
It's out at Kensington, that's one of the woodpeckers.
Cool.
And I
Red.
learned that it's a female because it doesn't have a full red head.
Actually, that's incorrect. That's actually a red-bellied
Red-bellied
woodpecker. A red-headed, the head, the
It
red
doesn't
comes
have
all
a
the
red
way
belly.
over.
Like a-
Red bellies are just like, are that way. And by the way, you don't always see the red belly of a red-bellied
Well,
woodpecker.
the wind was blowing that day, so it's the first time I've ever seen red on a red belly.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
because it was blowing the feathers out of the way of the belly and you
Yeah.
could see the red underneath.
Oh, really? Okay.
Neat how the leaves kind of highlight the back and draw you into the head.
Yep.
Hmm.
Nice.
I was just out on the Sharon Valley rec areas, or all the little pullouts.
Gotcha, yeah, nice.
Do you do anything to, or is that just Boca around the edges?
Boca around the edges. I just, can't remember if I did a little bit of focus stacking on this one, I don't remember now.
Yeah, if somebody tells you everything's bigger in Texas, they're lying. There are two things that are smaller in Texas than everywhere else. One is pine cones. That one was a pine cone in California, I kid you not, it was about the size of a human head. And the other thing that Texas has the small stuff, waterfalls. They don't have any anymore.
How big was that one?
It was about the size of a human head.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, they're like about that long, that big around.
Oh my goodness. You forgot the banana for scale. That is really cool detail.
So I put together my triptych, and then I saw this photo. I'm like, crap, this is the one I should have used. It gives you a sense of, you know, just how steep the drop off is, and there's a lot of loose rock along there, and it's like that was one of the scariest spots on the trail.
Scares man.
That shows it really well.
So that's mine, it's just at the Cherry Creek Winery, they have music there on the weekends usually, so. Just always trying to do something different these days since I retired.
Nice.
Last month's creative photography was water, so that was one of my water submissions.
Nice.
So were you shooting through glass, water-filled glass?
It was a clear plastic tote that was elevated on books with my iPad underneath with the Gerber daisy lit up on the iPad, and then sprayed water bottle and looked for the reflection.
Cool.
Nice.
Wow, never would have guessed that.
You're really coming along,
Yeah, you're doing good.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, look at that smile.
Yeah, it's a neighbor's dog, he's got a puppy, and it was just, had him run at me.
Like the little tails in there.
Notice the tail and the tongue are both pointing the same way. Nice.
Happy Easter.
I'm sorry, that rabbit is supposed to have a carrot sticking out of its mouth? Yeah, what's up, Doc?
They didn't have that kind at the thrift store.
Details.
How did you get the variation for the white background? Or would you use for the background?
The frame? Well, that's in Photoshop Elements, you can do that really easily.
Like, did you have a white background behind?
Probably, but it
Paper.
wouldn't matter.
Oh.
You just choose the inverse, put a box around the inner part, choose inverse, and then do whatever you want to what's on the outer part.
Do you do all your own greeting cards?
Yeah.
That's out in Hatteras, obviously, Cape Hatteras. That was a few years back, shortly after COVID. We were out there with our daughter and son-in-law. That was really nice out there, first time we'd ever been out in the Outer Banks.
Did you get to see the wild horses out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Not very many. We took a truck,
Nice that you got it.
tour of
That's the hardest thing to do is get
of
it
the
up.
seashore.
It
And they took us
was
out in
April,
the truck and
so
drove
the
along the shore.
crowd hadn't really.
Didn't see any wild horses
The
at all.
hotel still had
And then we went
price.
up. There were
Take
houses
it.
built along the shore, and the only way to get to them was to drive through the beach. There were no roads. And he took us up behind the houses, and there was a horse, and it was in somebody's fenced-in yard. And I said, oh, that's not a wild horse. He said, yeah, it is. They just jump over the fences and graze and then jump over and go on their way. So we saw one.
It's that the
Speaking of
horse.
horse,
Yes, oh, look, there's another one.
Yeah, that's an engagement photo. They
Is it
both
your
have
son?
Mustangs, so that's what we did for like a ring shot.
That's fun.
Congratulations.
More Smoky Mountains.
That's a lot of
That's the
depth
one
to
that
it.
I used, the marquee tool, because there were people walking along on the other side of the
Yeah.
fence. And I just outlined them with the marquee tool and hit paint, in paint, and it took them off and painted in the background.
It's nice and serene now.
Yeah. No pesky people.
Frank,
Interesting.
That's a spider one. We went to Hidley Gardens and did their treetop thing that was out that way.
Oh,
Nice.
I like the split screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, did you do something to it?
That's
That's
the
part of
fence
the wood,
post.
yeah.
Right here in town.
Yeah, that's right downtown.
okay.
Out creeping around at night.
That has a ton of depth too.
Yeah, I was really pleased how this one came out.
Very nice.
And the dumpster adds color.
That photo really adds to it.
And that's it.